Welcome to Middle Ground Media, where news is delivered without an agenda. In today's coverage, Segment 1, King Charles emotional over cancer diagnosis support. King Charles has been deeply moved by the outpouring of support following his recent cancer diagnosis, revealing that he has been reduced to tears by the kind messages and cards. Meeting with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak for the first time since his diagnosis, Charles expressed his gratitude for the national and international concern for his health. The warmth and well-wishes have been a source of comfort to him during this difficult time. The palace had previously announced that Charles, at the age of 75, is battling cancer, less than 18 months into his reign. Despite his health challenges, Charles remains committed to his duties, engaging in official engagements such as an in-person meeting of the Privy Council and his weekly audience with the Prime Minister. The nation's support underscores the deep affection and respect for Charles and his family during this challenging period. Segment 2, Deadly Valencia Apartment Fire. A devastating fire in Valencia, Spain, has resulted in the tragic loss of at least 4 lives, with fears that more may be missing. The inferno, which engulfed a 14-story residential block in the Campana neighborhood, quickly spread to an adjoining building, showcasing the ferocity of the blaze. Firefighters faced immense challenges due to high winds, which exacerbated the fire's spread, potentially aided by highly flammable cladding on the building's exterior. The fire has raised significant concerns regarding the materials used in construction and their implications for safety standards. The incident prompted a massive response from over 20 fire crews, highlighting the scale of the emergency and the urgency of the response required to combat the blaze. This tragic event has sparked a broader conversation about building safety and the need for stringent regulations to prevent such disasters in the future. Segment 3, Navalny's mother confronts authorities over son's remains. The passing of Russian opposition leader Aleksei Navalny has ignited a struggle between his family and Russian authorities over his remains. Navalny's mother, Lyudmila Navalnaya, has accused officials of attempting to coerce her into agreeing to a secret funeral for her son, refusing to release his body until she complies with their demands. This standoff underscores the significant impact Navalny had on Russian politics and the international community, even in death. The refusal to conduct an open and accessible funeral speaks volumes about the Kremlin's fears of public gatherings and the potential for protests. Navalny's family, particularly his widow Yulia Navalnaya, has vowed to continue his legacy of fighting for a democratic Russia despite the challenges and opposition from the state. Segment 4, Taliban executes 2 in public stadium. In a stark display of their governance style, the Taliban executed 2 men in a public stadium in southeastern Afghanistan, witnessed by thousands. The executed individuals were convicted of murder, with the Supreme Court ruling and the Taliban's supreme leader, Hibatullah Akhundzada, ordering the executions. This act marks the continuation of the Taliban's use of harsh punishments, reminiscent of their rule in the 1990s. It also raises concerns about the Taliban's commitment to human rights and the international community's ability to influence their judicial practices. The executions highlight the complex situation in Afghanistan, where the balance between traditional justice and international human rights standards remains a contentious issue. Segment 5, South Korea raises health alert amid doctors' strike. South Korea has escalated its health alert to the highest level in response to a widespread strike by trainee doctors. The medical professionals are protesting a government plan to increase medical school admissions, which they argue does not address the root issues of pay and working conditions. The strike has led to significant strain on the healthcare system, with hospitals forced to turn away patients and cancel procedures. The government's response, including extending public hospital operating hours, underscores the severity of the situation and the potential for prolonged disruption to medical services. This strike highlights the global challenges of healthcare provision, where the balance between expanding access and ensuring quality care and worker satisfaction is increasingly difficult to maintain. Segment 6, Europe's largest nuclear plant at risk. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine, Europe's largest, is teetering on the brink of disaster amidst the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. International monitors and Ukrainian officials warn that the plant's precarious situation could pose a significant threat to the continent. Frequent power outages and staffing issues exacerbate the risk of a nuclear incident, with comparisons being made to the Fukushima disaster. The plant's location on the front line and its control by Russian forces add to the complexity of ensuring its safety. The international community's focus on the plant's status reflects the broader concerns about nuclear safety in conflict zones, and the potential for catastrophic consequences. Segment 7. Leak exposes Chinese hacking operations. An unprecedented leak of documents from Chinese security contractor Isun has shed light on the extensive hacking activities and surveillance tactics employed by Chinese authorities. The leaked documents detail methods used to monitor dissidents, both within China and overseas, and to conduct hacking operations against foreign nations. This exposure offers a rare glimpse into the pervasive state surveillance and cyber espionage undertaken by China, raising concerns about global cybersecurity and the infringement of privacy rights. The leak's impact on China's international relations and its internal security practices remains to be seen, as the world grapples with the implications of such widespread surveillance and hacking capabilities. Segment 8. China to send pandas to the US. In a positive development for US-China relations, China has announced plans to send a new pair of giant pandas to the San Diego Zoo, marking a continuation of panda diplomacy. This move comes after concerns that US zoos could soon be without these beloved animals, following the return of multiple pandas to China last year. The agreement not only signifies a warming of diplomatic ties, but also highlights the importance of international cooperation in conservation efforts. Pandas have long been symbols of friendship between nations, and their presence in zoos around the world has played a crucial role in raising awareness about conservation issues and the need to protect endangered species. Thank you for tuning into Middle Ground Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbiased news. Join us again tomorrow for your daily dose of truth and clarity.